everyone, I'm Ginny, and today I'm gonna be bringing you guys 6 tips for Valheim, right? Valheim, the freaking Viking game that we all love. These tips will be spoiler free, right? Because the objective is not really to teach you how to kill a boss, how to do anything like that. It's only to make your experience more enjoyable. That's the objective of this guide. These are all things that you can live without. You can, actually play the game without it. I did on the first run that I did. But I don't really recommend it because it's actually not such a good thing, right? Not doing these things will probably make the game feel more grindy than it actually is, which is not too much, honestly. So if you like these type of videos, right, Valheim videos, do subscribe to the goddamn channel, like the video as well, so I know that you did like it. We have a Discord community, amazing Discord community, and yeah, if you like Discord with amazing community, you might join it. Link in the description. If you want to buy me a cup of coffee as well, you might as well. Like, I do drink a lot of coffee, you can probably see by my eye bags. So first tip, lads, taming boars. And I'm starting with something that you can live without, as I said, and it's something that I actually did live without. And not taming boars meant that I had to hunt boars, and it's not an easy thing to do because sometimes you will struggle to find them depending on where you are, depending on what you did with the forest around you, for instance. So having tamed boars means that they will be giving you little boars that will grow into big boars, and you're gonna be able to get their fur, right? You're gonna be getting leather scraps, and they will always have meats. So you will always have food, which is actually very important in this game, right? So that's one important reason, two actually important reasons to have the boars. So I've seen people taming the boars in several different ways. Some are more elaborate and requires more building around it. I'm gonna be showing you the simpler one, and you can expand depending on how you actually want it to be done. So the way you will do it is actually very simple. You will make 2 sets of fences like this, like looking like a box, right? Looking like a box that you will close in the end. You will lure the boar to these fences. Just be careful so you don't get too far from him, because maybe he will not be aggroed to you if you run actually too much. Maybe he gives up, and once he's in the fence, once he's inside, because he's going to come to you to attack, you can close the fence, and there you go. You got 1 boar. Now you will have to find another boar, bring it in, and close the fence again. So now you have 2 boars. Now you can remove the fences in the middle, so now these 2 boars can be together, and there you have it. If you're like myself, you can build some things around it. You can make a little hut for him, right? Because, yeah, you will be using them as food source and stuff like that. They are not going to be living a very long life. I know that, but it doesn't mean that they have to live a miserable freaking goddamn life from the rain all the time. At least I think so. Makes me sleep at night, so I do it, alright? You can feed them berries, and by the way, I suggest you to, as soon as you tame them, you throw them berries right away. You can feed them berries, the red and the blue ones, and you can feed them the red mushroom. They're gonna be slowly progressing towards being friendly with you. It's actually very, very important to have the boars, so there you have it. Now the second part, mark points of interest on your map, all right? And I'm gonna be giving you guys an example. You know those times where you were driving, right, with people on the car with you? Maybe you don't drive, who knows, but you will understand what I'm talking about. You don't know exactly where to go, how to get to where you want, but you're a proud freaking goddamn individual, so you're not gonna stop and ask for information. What the hell does that? You're just gonna keep moving forward, and sometimes you're gonna be turning around and, pretending to everyone on the car that you're certain of where you're going. You know exactly where you're freaking goddamn going, until someone realizes that you're going the wrong way. And it will happen in this game if you don't mark your freaking goddamn points of interest. To be honest, you should be marking everything that you see and looks important. Like, for instance, let's say that you saw a mineral deposit. Mark it. You decided to make a simple camp with only fire and a bed. Mark it. You decided to make a not so simple camp with fire, a bed, and working bench, like with the house and stuff. Like, mark it. You should mark things. That's the tip. Now, the third tip Make chests. Most things, they seem useless. They are not. Most things, believe me. So there will be things that you will be getting and grabbing and thinking to yourself, well, this looks pretty goddamn useless, eh? Yeah, don't fool yourself. They're not. They're not useless most of the time. They're probably going to be useful in the future. You may use them to cook things. You may use them to upgrade your gear. You may use them to make, furniture. You may use them to make things to actually increment your house and increase the level of comfort. You may use them to do a lot of things. Considering chests are so easy to do, they actually take so little space, please make chests. Organize your things. I know no one likes, actually I do like to, no one likes to, fix their house and actually organize their room, but organize your chest, lads. It's actually important. And two things actually that you should be storing a lot, because you're always gonna be using them, are stone and wood. So do make piles of these things as much as you can, because they're always going to be useful. You will be using them a lot. Now the fourth tip, make simple camps frequently. This is something you're definitely not obliged to do, but not making simple camps means that sometimes you will be very, very far from your spawn point, and you will have to run a lot to get your body back if you die. So I do think you should be making a lot of camps, and you do have hints actually of where you should make your camps most of the time. So when you will know when you pass through a kinda half-destructed construction, you can make these houses, right? You can make a workbench, and then you can fix the house. You can make a simple camp inside there, and then it means that you will have a lot of places on the map that you can use to kind of rest if it's night, for instance. You can set your spawn point, you can store things maybe. So there are a lot of things that you can do. I do suggest you to actually make a lot of spawn points and mark them on the goddamn map. Actually pretty important. Now the fifth, destroy beehives to get bee queens. I believe if you're not too curious, you may, hear the sound of the bees and think, I'm not gonna kill them, I'm not gonna destroy this. But you should. You should, because by destroying the beehives, you're gonna be getting a queen. And this will allow you to make on your base, or wherever you want. I just suggest it to be your base. You're gonna be able to make I wouldn't say hives, but bee constructions, right? They're going to be producing honey for you, and honey is one of the most important foods that you're going to be getting early on, because it gives you a decent amount of health, and it gives you a lot of health regeneration early on. So that's something that you will be using for quite a lot of time. I do suggest you to actually have a lot of them in case you need it. And honestly, like, having the boars and having the bees means that you're probably never gonna run out of food, like ever. You will always have at least 2 sets of food. Like, it's gonna be meat and it's gonna be honey, so do get that, trust me. And the 6th and last is watch your stats. This is something very important early on. Like, you will want to see your stats and know what they do. They stay around the top right corner, right? Around the mini-map. On the left side of the mini-map, you're going to be seeing stats there, like cold, like wet, and stuff like that. And if you want to know exactly what they do, you can do so by pressing tab, right? Which is the button that opens your inventory. It's going to be opening a menu as well on the top right corner. On this top right corner, you're going to be clicking on the crow, and the first thing that is going to appear is active effects. And these active effects are things that are active, status. They're active on your character, and things that you're going to be able to actually see active on your character. Haha! Like poison, for instance, like cold, and like freezing, and these type of things. Actually very important. I do suggest you to check them out every time you feel like you don't know what's happening with your character. So this is gonna be it for this video, lads. 6 tips helped you quite a lot. Trust me, when you play them, it's gonna feel good, right? The game is gonna feel goddamn amazing. So yeah, see you on the next video. See ya.